Good evening. I am Sudarshan Sukhani and today is March 5, 2023 Sunday. Today we are going to discuss the Bank Nifty. I have repeatedly been suggested that I should also look at the Bank Nifty. I do look at it, but I think the idea was that I should also discuss my views on the Bank Nifty sometimes, and I thought today is as good a day to start it. What we are going to do is to take a view for the week. So it's something that we are looking at. What is the structure of the Bank Nifty for the coming week? So what's the structure anyway? When we look at a chart, the first step that we should do is to identify a structure or let's say an outlook for the chart. This is that will not be a tradable idea, but it will start giving you a feel for what the instrument, what the index, what the stock is doing. So a structure enables us to get that sense of direction, a sense of the current status of the index or the stock. Now, creating a structure is a personal experience, which means I can create a structure in my own way and I will do it, and you can do it in your own way. There is no formula. Don't think that just because I am doing it this way, all of you have to follow it, or maybe I may not be doing it the right way because you identify or someone else identifies the stock in a different way. It's not like that. We all have our own approach to creating a market structure, but what is more important is that you must have a market structure in view. Actually, we have a market structure for the Nifty every day. The only difference is that since we watch the Nifty every day, we don't actually create that structure and call it a structure. All of us are now so conversant with it that we just take it as for granted. But the fact is that we do create a structure for the Nifty also. But today for the Bank Nifty, we will create a willing and clearly defined structure and then move forward to identify the trading possibilities. As I've told you, this is how I work. Your identification of the structure may be very different. I am very comfortable with the idea of contraction and expansion. Those who watch my videos know that this is my favorite patterns. Now that's a favorite, I probably am biased towards it, but the first aspect of a chart that I look at is there a contraction or expansion there? And primarily a contraction, because expansion comes on its own, but contraction is something that we can identify. Let's now look at the chart. We can see that there is a cluster of prices here, and that's the first step. Okay, this is contraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Almost 11 bars were inside this narrow trading zone, and see what happened. Once the zone was broken, the Bank Nifty had a waterfall decline, but it was broken on the upside and this was a false move. That is something we have to accept. But for whatever it is worth, this is my first step usually. I'll just tighten it a little. Some of the lows were touching here and that's good enough. Now how does this contraction help currently? Let's expand this contraction. Now you can see what this contraction means. This was resistance. This resistance led to a significant decline in the Bank Nifty. Now when the Bank Nifty is rising, this resistance again emerges. It becomes resistance again because of that big consolidation that we saw. Now what is the Bank Nifty doing? The Bank Nifty actually started rallying much before the Nifty. The Nifty's rally started here yesterday on Friday. The Bank Nifty's rally started 7 days ago. So the Bank Nifty has done its bit while the Nifty is just starting. The Bank Nifty's resistance as uptrend is now running into a process of resistance. Because the trend is clearly up in the Bank Nifty, this is only perhaps a zone of consolidation. It's not reversal. A reversal would mean that it would go in and start falling. There is no sign that the Bank Nifty is going to reverse, and we don't have to think like that. But this clearly tells us that the Bank Nifty's strong up move is likely to slow down, and we may see a process of consolidation for the Bank Nifty in the coming week. That consolidation means since the trend is up, we should be looking for dips to buy, but we should not be running after breakouts. That's the broad theme for the week, that is, and this is the reason for it. We have another tool here in this software, and that this is Trend Analyzer, and that tool is creating a time and price projection. Now these tools are just that. They may be useful to you, they may not be useful to you. We must never think of them as guarantees. They are not. So I show you that tool with the caveat that these are just tools like anything else, but they help in some cases. Let's see this. Now this is the time and price tool. Let's look at it here. This is the time in which the Bank Nifty should have bottomed out, and this is the zone in which it should bottom out. So time and price. The Bank Nifty touched the price zone and touched the time zone. So this was a perfect low. Here the Bank Nifty touched the time zone just barely. This is probably the first bar touched this time and then topped out. The price was way above. The target was way above the actual price. Here the Bank Nifty touched the price zone. This was the low of this entire down move, so that it was in the time zone, but the price was way ahead. After the rally, this was the time zone predicted. This is where the Bank Nifty topped out, but the price was way above. The target price was way above. On the downside, this was the time and this was the price. The Bank Nifty surprisingly obeyed the time and the price both. Again on the upside rally, this was the time and the price, and the Bank Nifty obeyed this time price, telling us that a top is under construction, and the market went down. Just recently, this was the time and the Bank Nifty bottomed out exactly at this time, but not at the price. Now, it's not, time and price will not match every time. If these tools were so perfect, then there will be nothing else to do. But fortunately, they are not perfect. They are extremely imperfect. What is the Bank Nifty telling us? It is telling us that it is already projecting a resistance level now. This is the time and this is the price band, and the lower end of the price band is exactly matching with the consolidation that we drew with our own hands. So what the message seems to be is that for the Bank Nifty, this is the next few days. The next few days should see a process of consolidation. Because the trend is up, that consolidation should be a buy on dips opportunity. Do not expect big moves in the Bank Nifty in the coming week, and that's all right. The big moves have probably come. Well, I don't know if you enjoyed this weekly commentary. I hope you did. Please give your comments, and thank you for watching this video. Please understand that the Hindi video was posted separately, and this is the English video. I want to explain that if you see Hindi in the video, it means that the English video is coming. I get many comments saying, sir, you did not do English, while actually I am doing the English one now. Thank you for watching this video once again. Jai Hind.